Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to Angry Mule Garage. It's been a little while. I'm sorry for the delay. I've had a lot going on, traveling for work, just a lot going on. Took a vacation, so we're back in the garage today. Got some interesting projects going on. Where do I start? So the first thing is the last video. I had this thing running down the road. I don't know if you remember that, but if you look at the part one, had this thing running down the road. Well, that was short-lived. The transmission, it's a 3, it's drive, neutral, and reverse, as you've seen or in the other videos. And the transmission was just shuddering, jimmying real bad. So I've got a 125 4-speed coming in. New videos coming very, very soon. So please like, subscribe, and share. I've got new videos coming on that. The engine is on the way, so by the time you're watching this, I'll already be installing it. But for today, we're not going to be working on that. Since then, I've picked up a couple different things. So I wanted to try the 120. I obviously want to do the 125, but I did pick up a Predator 212. This one runs. Picked this up. It came with the CVT, pretty nice. It's dirty, but it did come with the Comet CVT, so I was like, well, we'll try that. The framing, I was almost went that direction because I thought about that when we first started this project. I was maybe going to go that route, but I want to stay with the other engine. CVT is too big, the engine just didn't work right. I didn't want to hack the frame up, so I'm going to stick with my original plan. So we're going to have that project going on. In addition to that, I've got another Predator that's going to go on another project, and then I picked this thing up. So got this off Facebook. Came with the engine. What you see is what you get. So I'm a big fan of these Bajas. It needs some stuff. I noticed right out the gate I'm gonna have to re-weld the rear subframe, or the rear end, obviously foot pegs. There's some work that needs to be done on this thing, but it could be cool. And I really like these frames. It's big, tires are good, holds air. Other than the crack in the frame, that's pretty much all I see. So I think what I'm going to do today, and I put the CVT on it. So you can run a straight chain on these. The CVT is actually going to work on this thing. So it will be a torquey, fun little trail bike. Big trail bike, I should say. So that's what we're going to be working on today, kind of piddling around. I do apologize again. I know I appreciate all your guys' views on part one of the mini chopper. I was bummed that engine, just the transmission. The engine starts up fine, it's just the transmission. So it does me no good, but it's going to be rad with that 4-speed. 125 4-speed with the clutch is going to be awesome. So keep an eye out for those videos. I would say in the next 2 weeks or so, we'll have a new video up on that. But yeah, please like and enjoy the video. All right, guys, the first thing I really want to do is I want to get this rear tire off. Got to get the tire off so I kind of access. Got a pretty big brake. Hopefully I get that cleaned up. And if we can get it cleaned up and welded, that'd be definitely the first point. I don't want to add a bunch of weight. To the frame with the engine and everything. Obviously with it being broken, so everything's disheveled. Like I said, we've been on the road, we've been running around. So I really need to spend some time and clean up my shop. Do that for another day. Well, there it is, guys. Definitely got a crack in the frame, as I said. So what I'm going to do is clean this up, see if we can get it welded up. That's going to be it's gonna be our first task at hand. I mean, it's definitely definitely not rideable like that. So just kind of shows you, I mean, obviously I know it's rough, I know I can fix it, I'm not worried about that, but if you find something like this on Facebook, right, it's one of those you know, cheap, oh, it's $50, comes with an engine. Just be mindful of that, because that's just some of the stuff you'll end up seeing. So just food for thought. All right, so we got the frame welded up. Turned out pretty good. I still wanted to do a few little things. I haven't completely sanded it down, but it actually going from being broken to actually connected. So still do a little more work to it. Again, if you watch my videos, I'm not a welder. I just made it to 3 videos on YouTube. So YouTube trained, but it should hold. I've welded stuff in the past and it's strong. I grinded it out to kind of see what we have. Like I said, kind of grinded it down, see where we're at. It's not my goal. I'm gonna obviously paint this thing. It looks horrendous. Looks like Tony the Tiger or something. But I want to now, because the whole back wheel, the whole thing was just not great. So I want to get the back wheel on. It was crooked, so I can get an engine mounted up on it and just kind of go through and see exactly what all I've got. See if we can maybe get an engine on this thing, run it up the road. Looking at it now, it'd be pretty scary, but why not? Let's try it. All right, guys, so got it back in, got the wheel on. I was checking, so this sprocket is a, sorry, I'm all over the map. So this sprocket is a, it'll work with the 40 chain, which was perfect, because really what I want to do is I've got this. So this is an old, like I said, this is the old Comet, and I've got new belts for this. So what I'd like to really do, and it's got a 40 sprocket on it. So really what I would like to do is to keep it period correct. But also, yeah, I think that'd be so sick. It's gonna have to go over, I think. I wonder if these sprockets, these need to be changed over. So it looks like, just eyeballing, what we may need to do is swap the, we can do that, Want to get this mounted on the engine. And then I'm probably going to use this. So I've got 2 engines. This one's got a clutch on it. Obviously we don't need the clutch. This one's got the, so I think I'm going to throw this one on. I've got the carb for this, and then use that exhaust. So we're going to kind of piece together. I know they run, but I think I'm going to go this route first and put this one on it. So the reason I'm going to use this one is I've got fresh oil in it, and I've already kind of did a tune-up on it. So really what I would like to do is, I've got the belts. I'd like to get this thing all mounted up and get it on the, and actually get it on the bike. So basically run it this way. It's not bad looking. I've got everything I need. Got all my belts and stuff, run my chain. I'm worried about the alignment on that back tire, but get this thing on, get the new carb on it. I think we'll be in good shape. That exhaust is sweet, it's perfect, and it sounds really good. So let's get this together. All right, guys, so that's kind of step 1. So got the torque converter on, CVT. Follow the directions there. Hopefully that's it's sitting, once we get it there, it'll be lined up a little better. But got that on. I'm about to steal some parts from here, put the carburetor on, and hopefully get this thing mounted up. All right, so what I'm trying to do now is I bought this adapter so we can run an aftermarket carb on this 212. So I'm just trying to get this in. It's a little tricky. Not hard though, just gotta take your time. filter sucks. Yeah, it's coming along. So that's basically it. I'm gonna have to put the gas tank on, run my fuel line. So let me go ahead and grab that so we can get that on and we can get this thing mounted to the frame. All right, guys, there it is. There's the engine in the frame. I do take back what I said, so it's pretty darn close. Pretty much at a stopping point, and the reason being is because I don't have long enough. I've got 3-inch bolts I bought, nuts and bolt for the to mount the engine, which would be fine normally, but because with the torque converter, it pushes it up just a little bit more than I anticipated. So I got to pick those up at the hardware store tomorrow. Got the throttle and everything in just so I didn't have open carb. Gas is on. Wanted to try to start it. I'm not going to do that. It's going to rattle everywhere. Just going to be patient. So I'm going to end the video, kind of stop here. We'll be back in the morning. We'll be back tomorrow for you guys, and we'll start this thing up, get the engine mounted. Once I get it mounted, I'm going to get the chain on because I want to obviously be able to get my spacing, get everything right. Get the chain on, fire it up. Alrighty, we're back. Oh Lord, we're back, guys. It's another day. So I went. This is the bolt I had. Went and got us a little extra. So I got the right mounting bolts for the engine. What I'm planning on do is get the engine mounted today. If I can get it mounted, then I can get the correct chain on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this thing started and take it up the road. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully get the engine mounted and see if we get this turd on the road. All right, guys, so I got the 40 chain on. I'm glad I had enough, so I was able to get that on. So I've got my tire basically at the farthest place it could be. What I want to do is get the engine set, pull that tension out, kind of get everything where I want it, and hopefully we get some gas in this thing and get it running. So next thing to do is I got to tighten the engine down and then adjust my wheels. So guys, the turd burglar. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna put gas in it, try to crank it up, see what we've got. It's rough, obviously. There's a ton I want to do to it, but at this point really just put some gas in it, see if it fires up, see if it runs, go from there. All right, first start with the old turd burglar. It's on. Try to choke. Well, that's a good sign. Holy cow, it runs. Well, it runs. Has no brakes. Definitely got to adjust the brakes, but man, that thing ran. Definitely feel like I need to adjust some of the, feels like it's idling high. We're going to adjust that a little bit, but yeah, it was running good. Definitely running good. All right, guys, we're going to take this thing for a rip. Tried to adjust the brakes. I'm going to have to take the back wheel off. It's fine. Good thing is, it's starting. Start nice and easy. Just on brakes. We'll see what she does. Definitely has torque. Well, boys, I got pulled over. Oh, f I got pulled over. All right, guys. Well, I ended up getting stopped. Got a little warning. So you can see max speed on that one is 36.4 miles an hour. It's honestly not bad for the big gearing. Got a warning. Let that be a lesson. If it ain't registered and legal, don't ride it on the roads. Hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate all your support. Please like, subscribe, and share the content. The mini chopper build, engine's on the way. Please keep an eye out for that video. As again, thanks for everything. Have a good one. Peace.